the share of agriculture declines and the share of industry rises. I hope all of you have understood. When economy is developing, then the share of agriculture sector will decline and the share of industry will rise. I hope this is clear. Now, after the, see, at higher levels of development, when economy developed, then you can say after the development, or you can say during the development of an economy, the service sector contributes more to the GDP growth than the two other sectors. I hope it is clear. But see, however, this is not always true. For example, in India, where the contributing of the service sector is maximum, at 60% of the total GDP, but the level of development is low. So I hope all of you have understood. Means question is here, is it necessary that the service sector should contribute maximum to GDP of an economy? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that means service sector should contribute maximum to GDP of an economy. Means it will depend, or you can say it varies from country to country. Means it varies from country to countries, because when in some countries, and the growth in agriculture sector contributes more to the GDP than the two other sectors, while in some countries the growth in industrial sector contributes more to the GDP, we can say more to the growth in GDP than the two other sectors, while in some countries the growth in service sector contributes more to the growth in GDP than the two other sectors. So it means, see, the share of means agriculture sector, industrial sector or service sector means varies from country to country. But now I hope all of you have understood means answer of this question. First of all, means we have discussed what do you mean by sectorial composition. Sectorial composition shows the contribution made by the different sectors of an economy. For example, industrial sector, agricultural sector and the service sector. Now after this, means we have discussed in some countries agriculture sectors contributes more to the GDP, while in some countries the industrial sector contributes more to the GDP, while in some countries the service sector contributes more to the GDP. But now we know that, see, means generally when we talk about in a general way, when we talk about in a general way, now generally as an economy develops, the share of agriculture declines and the share of industry rising. It means that when country is developing, it means that the share of agriculture declines and the share of industry rises. But at higher levels of development, see, when we can say after the development of an economy, the service sector contributes more to the GDP growth than the two other sectors. See, this is fact. But in case of India, however, this is not always true. For example, in India, where the contributing of the service sector is maximum at 60% of the total GDP, but the level of development is low. So I hope all of you have understood means what do you mean by answer of this question. So please pause the video and note down this. See next question. Why was it necessary for a developing country like India to follow self-reliance? Reliance means dependency. Reliance means dependency. Dependency as a planning objective. As a planning objective. See, there are, now see answer of this question. There are many reasons which are as follows. First point, self-reliance. Self-reliance means dependency. So self-dependency, you can say self-reliance means dependence on domestically produced goods. Domestically produced goods, particularly food grain. Particularly food grains. Now means we are trying to see, we are trying to understand here means answer of this question with the help of food grains. With the help of food grains, or you can say like this means we are studying answer of this question. We are studying answer of this question in respect of food grains. In respect of food grains. See here, this goal means self-reliance means dependence on domestically produced goods, particularly food grains. This goal was accorded means given a high priority during the first 7 plans. During the first 7 plans, it means that means self-reliance was accorded. Self-reliance was accorded a high priority during the first 7 plans. During the first 7 plans. And what do you see? Again I am repeating, this goal means self-reliance was accorded a high priority during the first 7 plans. And what is self-reliance? Means dependence on domestically produced goods, particularly food grains. Now, second point, it was necessary. It was necessary for a developing country. For a developing country like India to achieve, means it was necessary. It was necessary for a, see this word is most important, means it was necessary for a developing country like India to achieve self-reliance, to achieve self-dependency in food grains production. In food grains production. Otherwise these countries means developed country, like these countries means like developed countries like USA and support their political agenda, like USA and support their political agenda. See, third part, example, India was pestered. Pestered means annoyed. Pestered means annoyed, or you can say harassed. Now, what do you mean by this? See, now what is the meaning of annoyed or pestered in Hindi? Means satana. Means satana. See, India was pestered to end war with Pakistan in 1965 for favor of food grains supplies from USA. Means, listen carefully, means India was pestered to end war with Pakistan for favor of food grain supplies from USA. So I hope all of you have understood, means why was it necessary for a developing country like India to follow self-dependency as a planning objective, because you know that means it was necessary for a developing country like India to achieve self-reliance in food grain production, because you can say otherwise developed countries will exploit, developed country will exploit of developing country. So I hope all of you have understood, means why was it necessary for a developing country like India to follow self-dependency in anything, or you can say as a planning objective. So please pause the video and note down this.